want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got the first down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 22.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Harris. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Okay, ready?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Harris will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Come back. 22, back 22.
Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run again with Harris. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go. 10 black.
Pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off, his biorhythm?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 34 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown Broncos. KJ Hamler, 64 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence of been served. Unless